Studying the book Unbroken for me was an incredible experience.
It's actually probably one of my favorite books now.
Before I had read the book, I felt like I was in a box.
I usually am not one for war stories, so when we started it, I was not expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. But as we got into it, it became less about war and more about being able to find yourself even in dark times and knowing that there is hope.
The Unbroken curriculum is about educating the whole student. It's important that academically, socially, emotionally, we make connections with students, we get them engaged in the classroom.
We read the complete novel, we watch the film, and then I turn it out to them. I have the students get in small groups and say, what do they think about this situation? How would they have struggled differently? Do they see themselves in that story?
I think it really encouraged a lot of people to share their own stories, because once they read what Louis was going through, they finally felt like they had a place that they could share themselves.
When we did the assignment letters to Louis, where we talked about how the book impacted us, some of them were personal things that you would have never known about a person, and it kind of puts into perspective the whole idea of you don't know what someone's going through, so you just have to have the empathy and the respect for them and just imagine what they're going through.
I felt like I let the world off my shoulders because I finally got my story out there. People were judging me for being the bad kid, the kid that nobody wanted to be around. And when I read that story, everything changed.
Even though Louis has passed on, his story continues to teach us a lesson. He's always kind of there on your shoulder, like, see, you know, never judge a book by its cover. I think that is the power that can change high schools.
It takes your breath away. And it's so hard to find words to describe Unbroken and how Louis' story impacts us.
All of us were impacted by it one way or another. And now I think we're all closer because of that.
We think when we want to engage kids that we need to, you know, buy the next best thing, the next piece of technology that's going to reach kids. And we put a book in their hand and we let them talk.
With this story told in this way, it's having an effect on these kids that's going to last them their entire lives.
Of course I'm going to go through things, and of course I'm going to have my battles, but I have this person to lean on to show me that I have somewhere I can go, and I know that if I keep my head up, it just might bring me to the other side.